Hi, this is a tarot card reading for Aquarius. If you're born between the 9th and the 18th of February, I'll select 3 cards for you. This will represent how you feel about a situation and what you need to do. I'm no longer time stamping my readings. As I mentioned, it will just represent about a situation, how you feel about it and what you need to do. So, universe, can I have 3 cards for Aquarius born between the 9th and the 18th of February? What do they need to know? I need 2 more cards, please. So it's quite similar to the last reading I just did for Aquarius. So we have the Lovers, the World and the Tower. The Lovers talk about a situation that needs to be made. The World, where the world is our oyster or a cycle is going to be ended. And then we have the Tower card where there's a change on the way. So why do I have the Lovers and the World, please? And we've got the Emperor. So I had the Empress for the other reading. So we now have the Emperor, and he is the king of the universe. He's very grounded, he's very supportive, he's connected to everybody, and they want to give you some advice. It doesn't necessarily have to be a male, it's just that energy, and it may be with how you feel about a situation. I don't think it is, because we've got the Lovers in the World where a decision needs to be made. So I feel that perhaps there'll be someone that wants to give you some advice and make you feel protected with regards to this. Why do I have... What's the World? Why is the World here, please? So I have the Hierophant and Judgment. So the Hierophant, again, is about an establishment. It doesn't necessarily have to be a church. It can just be where you're part of something. So it could be with regards to work, but it's where perhaps you share the same beliefs, and it's talking about sticking to the status quo. We do have Judgment, which means that there is a calling, that there will be where something will call to you and you can't miss it, because it will wake up the dead from the depths of the sea, and this is what's going to create the change. So I feel we've got the Lovers and the World. A decision needs to be made, and I think that something's coming to an end. There's a cycle coming to an end. The Emperor is here to say, I'm here to protect you, ground you, anchor you, give the support that you need. You're part of something, and it's saying stick to the status quo. Perhaps what you're part of, I'm not sure if this is where you want to be, because the outcome is the Tower, and then also because I've got Judgment, where you're going to get a calling, where you've got to change something, or not change something, you've got to do something, and this is going to create a change. So what's the outcome? Why have I got the Tower here, please? Why have I got the Tower here? And we've got the Wheel of Fortune, which is the same card we ended on for the last reading as well. So it does look like your luck will change, that it will go on the up, or what you reap is what you sow. Can I have another card, please, of why? Thank you. I've got the Wheel of Fortune. And we've got the Hermit as well, where it talks about going internally, asking yourself some questions, with something where perhaps we're going to withdraw and ask ourselves some questions. So what would be the overall card for this reading? What's the overall message for this reading, please? And we have Temperance, and this talks about restoring balance. It can also talk about, as you can see, the water's pouring at a diagonal, so we're able to create magic. So this is where we will bring in different components to bring in that balance. So we talked about the Lovers, where the decision needs to be made. Something is coming to an end. I wanted clarification on this, and the Emperor is here to create that support for you, where you feel anchored. They want to give you some advice. They really want you to succeed. Next to that, I had the Hierophant because I wanted some more information of why I've got the World. And when I got the Hierophant and the Judgment, where you're part of something. Normally it talks about sticking to the status quo, traditional ways, but there is a calling for you, and I'm looking at this as maybe where you want to either come away from this establishment, or with regards to where something's coming to an end. The reason why I say that is I've got the Tower card, which means there's a big change and upheaval. When I wanted like the outcome, got the Wheel of Fortune, and that talks about where it's a karmic cycle where things will either go on the up, go in your favour, the luck will change for you, which I feel that that's what it's representing. It is saying go internally. It is saying withdraw perhaps and sit with yourself, because perhaps there's so much going on, it's very chaotic. And the overall card when I wanted to for the reading was the Temperance, and that talks about restoring that balance, creating that space where you have abundance of patience, and where you are able to take the middle ground. We're not over opinionated, we will feel rejuvenated, we will feel connected to everything, and when we have that space we're able to create magic, because you can see the water's falling at a diagonal there as well. So thank you so much for watching today, Aquarius. If you've enjoyed my reading, please like and subscribe. Thank you. Take care.